See this? See this? Come on, focus. See all that them there water? All over me? All everywhere? That's 'cause it rains inside the car. I don't get it. I took a slightly small curve and then a ton of water just rained down on my leg. I'm going photographing in the rain. By choice. I have to get ready for a job interview in an hour or so. No. I hate interviews. Alright. I think I won that interview, which is good because it means I'm that much closer to getting a job. But it's bad because it only pays $9 an hour. But it's good because that's $9 an hour more than I'm currently making. Anyway, I'm going to try to go to downtown Wilmington over by the Riverwalk, but it is absolutely freezing outside. It is 35 degrees Fahrenheit, and for you non-Fahrenheit people, that 32 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing temperature of water. And so it's just 3 degrees above that, and I don't have any money, and you have to pay to park it downtown, even in the off-season like this. But usually you can find a parking garage where like the first hour is free, so I'm hoping I can find one of those. And then I'm gonna try to do some street photography and hope I don't get mugged by a bunch of homeless people. I'd also like to test out, since it's such a bright and windy 35-degree day, I'd like to try setting my camera to black and white monochrome mode thing, and then see what I can do with some high contrast black and whites. So I guess I'll pick up when I find the parts to spare. Holy crow. I have never seen this parking garage so packed. I'm one level below the very top. And I got an hour. You ready for this view? Boop, boop, boop. Got an hour. I'm never at this vantage point, but it looks pretty cool. Oh my god. 6 floors up. That's big stair country. got used to the cold. 11:34. 10:56. Got about 20 minutes. I got used to the cold, but since it was so cold, there weren't many people out. And the guy that I was hoping was going to be out, he usually plays sax on the street, wasn't there. And also the antique shop wasn't open. I wanted to try taking black and whites of some old cameras that I found months ago. Oh my god, 6 floors. Why does that destroy me now? Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can find some other place to go. I think I might have gotten 1 or 2 shots. But it's street photography, and with all photography, it's all subjective. And street is probably, oh god, even more subjective than normal. 6 floors. Weird stuff going on. First, I think my phone service got cut off, so my GPS doesn't show me the blue line anymore, which is primarily how I travel. I don't listen to the lady talk because it's annoying and it always cuts off what I'm listening to. But now I have to listen to what she says. Anyway, I'm going somewhere new, and this is gonna be an adventure, because my word, everything is already turning out wrong. But I'm going to a place, it's called Ev Henwood, EV-HENWOOD, and it's supposed to be like a nature preserve kind of thing. And I don't know, I'm hoping there will be some enjoyment there. But yep, I had an old, sorry, I'm listening to the lady talk. What? You have an arrow saying turn left, but then another arrow saying go straight. Turning left. Why left? Left doesn't make sense. I had an old camera that I tried, that I was going to pawn so I could get some money so I could go to Bald Head Island so I could have fun, but it had an issue where the lens, it was like an old cyber shot, and it had an issue where the lens wouldn't come out all the way. So I tried taking it apart to fix it, because I tried a whole bunch of other things before trying to take it apart. And at the very last step, right before I got to the point where I was able to fix it, one of the ribbon cables snapped, and that effectively made the entire thing useless. So I had to throw that away, which sucked. But now I'm hoping I don't get lost forever. My car didn't want to start when I tried starting it. It made a weird noise, and then it does what it normally does with the, after starting it up for the second or third time, it does what it normally does, where all the gauges, their needles go to one side without any of the lights showing up. Sorry, listening to her again. Well, the lights don't show up, and then the gauges, the needles all go to one side and then all down to 0 again, and then they'll all go back to where they're supposed to go, and everything is bad, and bad is not good. This is like super sketchy. And, oh, sorry. And, yeah, look at the parking lot. Luckily, there's one other person here, so I knew that this is where I was supposed to park. But you come in on a one-way dirt road into this little roundabout that leads to the same road that leads out. And there's only one trail. And I hope I don't get eaten by homeless people. What are the odds that every trail I've come across has a fallen tree blocking the path? Alright, it's been a while, but I intend to go out and shoot. But before I do that, I'm gonna go sell these cameras for money. What? I don't know if you could even hear me, and I don't know if you can tell, but the weather's pretty sketchy. I'm here at the antique shop where I'm gonna sell my cameras, and it's not supposed to rain until 4, and it's 11:30 now, so I'm hoping to go to that place where that monument thing was that I found. I don't even know if that was in another video, if I didn't just put it in, but yeah, I'm gonna try to go there because now there's actually clouds and stuff instead of a bright blue sky. I'm actually the only one in here right now. Hear that? That's the wind. I'm selling those cameras, and the guy had to run to the ATM to get me some cash. I looked up their values and stuff before I came in to give him like a ballpark of what I was looking for, and I was hoping to get around like 100, because after like going by the averages of all the prices that were sold and stuff, and going off the condition of the ones I had, this guy could easily turn around and sell them for like 200. Ooh, that's fancy. But I think in total I only paid maybe $10 for all those cameras, because a bunch of them I just found or got for free or got from Goodwill for $2 or something like that. Wow! How old is this? Anywho, so I was like, in my mind I was like, if I could even get 50 out of them, then that's like way more than I actually paid for them. So the guy offered 40, which I should have expected, and I was like, can you go 50? And he was like, nah. So $40 is fine. I'm gonna go next to GameStop to sell my 3DS and hopefully get some pennies for that. And then I'm gonna go to that monument thing that I found. So yeah. Aw yeah, 40 smackerinos. Also, I know none of you have been asking, but I finally got a job, and I start tomorrow morning. I hate starting. The situation's starting to look a little unlikable, because even though it's supposed to rain, like it's supposed to storm in 3 or so hours, the sun is out and all the clouds are going away, because behind me there's like almost, well, there's still clouds, but there's a lot more blue sky than there was before. So I'm hoping I can get there and find a composition and stuff before the sun melts all the clouds away, because I'm really liking the way they're looking, but I hope they just stay there long enough for me to take advantage of them. Ooh, what did I step in? Alright, I might be late because the sun is now fully out and the clouds are nowhere near as thick as they were before. But as long as there's still some in the sky behind the monument, then I will be happy. And the monument will be facing that direction, or where I'm shooting will be facing that direction. And I don't know if you can see, but over in that direction there are some clouds. So I'm hoping they stay at least like that. And I hope that by the time I get there it's not just pure blue sky again. But I'm probably like a 10-minute walk until I get there. So I'll pick back up when I'm nearer. Also, who knows when the last video went up and what it was about. But since then, been quite a few changes. I've had to sell, well, this short version is, this is the only lens I have left. My long lens, my 75, nope, 40 to 150, which is an 80 to 300 equivalent. And that's all I own, because I needed money. That's it. Way out there. That's what the clouds look like. This might be another failure. It's super windy, but still somehow hot. Trudging in sand is something I didn't take into consideration. Thing is right there. Clouds clearing up, sun everywhere. But I saw this stuff. It looked really cool as I was approaching it. So I stopped and took a couple pictures. Now I gotta get back to the thingamajig. Made it. Now, let me see if I can try to get... Oh, that's the wrong one. Hello. Oh, it did it automatically. This is kind of the angle I'm going for right now. It's pretty... Here, let me see if I can show you the screen. It's gonna get a bit twitchy here. The screen. Yeah, it is. We got like... Oh god, I was holding the camera part in the bottom left. Beautiful. Well, the bottom left there's stuff, and the bottom right there's stuff. That's all you need to know. Now, the clouds... Oh, I'm falling. The clouds behind it are pretty gray. And any shapely clouds are over there. But if I go over there, then there's water. So I'm gonna try to go over there, because there's a little path right here that I was on last time. And there's no reason then. Oh look! Clouds are affecting the light, hooray! So I'm gonna try to run over there, and then on the way in, somewhere here-ish, or maybe it was further down, there was like a sand dune with a bunch of pointy bits popping out of it, and it kind of framed this pretty nicely, but it wasn't really angle that you could see the shots. Nailed it. And oh, you're just looking at grass. Wait, why is it? That's weird. So yeah, I'm gonna just hunt around here, because I'm definitely leaving today with a picture. Now I got a picture. It's probably not terribly good, but it's definitely gonna be better than last time. Because last time I was here it was like noon. High noon. And there were no clouds or anything. But what I'm gonna do is, I don't know if you can tell, but there are storm clouds still over there. They kind of rolled in. And I'm gonna darken the picture to bring out that storminess. Because that's what I'm gonna do. And then also, I think what I'm gonna do is make it, like, I'm gonna warm it up. Make it a warm orangey tone. Because that's what my sunglasses have, this like slight orange tint to it. They're like polarized and orange tinted, which normally I don't like, because I don't like the orange color, but it makes the scene look really warm. The storm light and the storm clouds with this slightly warm cast on it look really, really cool. So I think that's what I'm going to try to emulate when I edit that picture. Now it's just time for the long trudge back, and also on the way back I'm going to stop because I think I found this pier that was like super yellow and it looked really neat against the storm clouds. But the storm clouds before were pointing out that way, where it looks like there's pretty much nothing but blue sky. But maybe the conditions will change back by the time I get there. And also, Next to that pier was a big ass ship, and it was really, really fancy scene. Everything was like shrouded in mist and stuff, but that was probably about 40 minutes to an hour ago, so ships are slow-ish, but that's why that ship is now. I'm gonna be on the lookout for it. By the time I get back to the car, though, like, I should be able to track it down pretty quickly. So, I'm gonna get out of the wind. Well, I'm gonna let you get out of the wind. And it's a long, arduous stretch, long something back to the car. See the big building with the blue roof up in the distance? See the little concrete house thing next to it? Pretty much that's where the car is. That's about... it's probably a oil line or something. But in sand... And I'm not gonna run it like I didn't run, but I was going as fast as I could in walking form. The logs and stuff, they look beautiful, especially when the glasses on. There's this yellow lighthouse-shaped house up on here that I've never seen before, so I think that's pretty fancy.